Hello. This is my second vlog. If you can't tell, by the title, I actually have a vlog before this, but it was more of an introduction on who I am, but kind of awkwardly, just because I didn't know exactly what to say because I had nothing planned, and it was just sort of like on a whim thing. Um, but I decided that I would make this vlog more of on something that really interests me, and I don't really think there's many videos like this one on YouTube. I don't know if people actually search this, but I really am like addicted to painting, um, and so I was going to make a video on if you're interested in art or starting to paint, just some basics on what you would need and how to start and all this. I actually, above me is, if you haven't watched my first vlog, that is my art piece from my art final last semester. Um, it's an oil paint. I do recommend oil paint just because it's easier to work with. It does sound intimidating, but it's so much easier to work with. It dries slower, and you can scrape it off if you don't like something. So I just like it a lot better than other paint. They come in tubes like this. They're really tiny tubes, I know. They sell them for like $7. It lasts me for like 2 months, so I wouldn't worry about how tiny these are. If you're just starting out, I recommend getting, they have like 8 packs in the store, and they're like $15–20. But so if you're just starting and you don't know if you're gonna do this for a long time or not, I definitely recommend getting those, just because you don't want to spend all this money and then be like, I hate painting, and then you just have all this oil paint that you can't really bring back because you opened it. So definitely the really tiny 8 packs would probably be the best thing to do. Before I go on, if you really aren't into this and you have no interest in painting whatsoever, then check out my first vlog and check out, I actually have a video of my poem up on my page. They're kind of a little off, not awkward, just because I'm not used to being in front of a camera, but bear with me. I'm getting used to it. Um, anyway, back to art. What you're going to need first is brushes. I first went into a art store, and I had no idea what brushes to get, so a video like this would definitely have helped me. But now I'm brush expert, sort of. You're going to need, they have technical names, but brushes, usually the brush aisle is pretty messed up because the brushes are put back in the wrong places, and so I just call them by what they look like. This one is the square brush. I can't really compare it to my face, I guess. This is how big it is. And then I have a smaller one. I also have a brush that looks like a nail, so I call it the nail brush. I know, super technical names. That's how big it is compared to my face. I'm trying to show you because I really don't know how big I get the brushes. I kind of just eye it. And so these are the 3 brushes I start out with. And then I don't have it with me because it's in the sink right now. It's not cleaned. But so yeah, you have this one, this one, this one, and then you should get these 2 and smaller ones too. Also a blending brush. It kind of looks like a powder brush that you put on your face. If you're a boy, then go ask a girl. She'll tell you. And then yes, this is one of those brushes that you get in the little watercolor painting sets that you have in kindergarten. I have little brothers, and I needed something to do a little detail on a painting, and so I just stole this, and it's just wonderful. So cheap but awesome. What else you're gonna need is a medium. Oil paint's really thick, and so it doesn't really spread well, and so unless you are like slopping paint onto the painting and you just want it to be messy and choppy, which people do that, which is a lot like that one. There's a lot less medium than usual on that painting that's above me right now. But usually use a painter's medium. Make sure it's a safe one because there's a lot of painter's mediums out there. A lot of them contain turpentine. If you don't know what it is, it's poisonous, so, and really bad to smell and ingest and all that wonderful stuff. So make sure you get a safe one. This is just for slow drying and for fine detail. That's just what it says on the bottle. So if you can't really tell. Another thing for mixing paint is when I first started painting, you're going to need a palette, but I really just started by buying a picture frame, like one of those cheap ones with the plastic or the glass over it at like Walmart for like $5. Really cheap, and it works really well. You just have to make sure you scrape off all the paint when you're done, and you scrape it off with one of these. This is a palette knife, and they're wonderful. They're wonderful. That was a stutter. They are like $5 at an art store. You can either go to Michael's or Bleak. That's in Berkeley. Live near there. But yeah, palette knives, you use it to mix your paint. Do not buy all the colors in oil paint. They're so expensive and so much easier just to mix it yourself. So buy a palette knife. And the way you use the medium, by the way, is you just put a little bit on your palette and mix it with your paint, and it makes your paint spread a lot easier. Finally is you're going to need a canvas, and if you're first starting out, I recommend canvas boards. You can't really do oil paint on paper. It soaks right through because it's oil. Have you ever put oil on paper? It just kind of like seeps through it and makes it all rubbery. Yeah, that's why you need a canvas. Or they have sketchbooks for oil paints. You can do that. But if you want to hang it up, then I suggest a palette board. They come in packs of like 5. But eventually you want to upgrade to a canvas that kind of looks like this. This is a small one. This is a 12 by 9 one. Just because they're more durable and they're on like a canvas sheet, so it's easier to paint. You can actually stretch your own canvases after, if you feel like it. It's so difficult, but I don't know why I have a bias towards them. They are thicker, and the canvas sheets are a lot better quality. If you're going to paint on a canvas like this, you're going to want to gesso it. As you can see, there's like lines across here. Those are brush strokes. I can't exactly tell you what gesso is, but it makes the paint going a lot easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to paint it this way, let it dry, then brush it this way and let it dry, and then you can paint your oil paint on it. And that's pretty much all I have to say about oil paint right now. If you have any questions about paint or art or applying paint or brushes or anything that has to do with this, or actually anything in general about me, go ahead and comment or message me. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Thanks.